If you want to replace your character without affecting the background using AI with full control, you're on the right video. Here we'll focus on the Mago Character model, a model designed to replace your characters, where you can choose also if you want to keep the same background or replace it. And when we say keep the same background, we really mean it. This model actually draws a mask around your character to leave the background intact, and these advanced settings are in your hands in Mago. To deep dive in these settings, when you select this model, you have two tabs. The basic tab where you create or upload your reference frame. Here, I transform my character using Nano Banana Pro inside Mago. And if you want to know about our integrated image-to-image workflow, there is a complete video directly in the description. Then you also have the option to change or not the background. So basically, if you want to only mask your character, then you can unselect it. And finally, you have your prompt and your negative prompt. Now let's go to the advanced settings. To keep this video short and really focused about the Mago character model, I'll talk only about the settings dedicated to this video model, which means the animate settings and the mask settings, and not about the general settings that are also part of other models. If you want more information about these other settings, you can find them directly in our dedicated video about Mago V3 models in the description. But note that we also have a Notion document showing a comparison of the settings, in which you will find the settings used to stylize the video with this model as well as some other model. And the most interesting part is that you have a comparison of the same render where we only change one value of one parameter, and so you can directly see its impact on the output. Pose and face trends let you choose how closely it should follow the body movement and facial expressions. So the default values are often correct, but don't hesitate to reduce them to get closer from your input video. Face crop resolution is the resolution used to analyze the facial expression. So you can increase it, especially if the eyes, for example, appear closed. Face crop padding controls how much extra space is added around the face. So if you have some missing facial features, increase its value. Now let's go to the mask category, because as I mentioned, this model works with a mask to leave the rest of the scene untouched. So the masking threshold determines the creation of the mask. The default value is great in most cases, but increase it if it detects more elements than only your character. In the masking prompt, describe in 2 or 3 words what the mask should focus on in your scene. Usually character is enough. And if you wonder if you can use this model for several characters at once, the answer is yes and no. In this example, I replaced my 2 characters using this model with a reference frame transforming my 2 characters. However, the model is currently designed to replace only one character. And while the mask works with multiple characters, if I focus on the face crop settings, these settings actually only takes into account one character. And so this means that it will reproduce the same facial expression to different characters. So if you want to modify several characters while keeping full control, we recommend to process step by step and using the iterative features in Mago. Now back to the settings. Increase the grow mask option to expand the mask outward. For example, here the helmet is quite bigger than the head. And so if this settings was at 10, it would have probably squeezed the helmet around the original head silhouette of the character. Once your settings are ready, select the frame range and generate your render. And to go back about the background option, I have this render with the background, which is also animated, which is cool. And if I load the settings, then you can see that I enabled the option, and in the advanced settings, you don't have the mask settings anymore. And here is the final result of my 2 renders with the background and without. If you want more explanation about the overall workflow in Mago or about other models, don't hesitate to watch the other video directly in the description.